dance for joy or lust or
Welcome to Sensible Secondhand Classics, the series where we look at cars that are over 15 years old. You can buy for between a budget of £1,000 and £5,000. This is a 1997 Jaguar XK8 4-litre Coupé. But is it any good? Should you care? Let's find out, shall we? So the XK8, after quite a long sort of development cycle, was eventually released in 1996. It's actually, in some ways, distantly related to both its XJS predecessor and also the Aston Martin DB7. At the time of the car's release, both companies were owned by Ford, and so you do see quite a lot of sort of Ford influence in some of the sort of engineering development of the car. But in terms of the mechanicals, they don't really matter that much if I'm very developable or not. They are superb. I'm going to be quite careful in this car to not go too fast. The engine produces 290 horsepower. Actually, with the facelift in 2002, it got even more power for the 4.2 litre version of this engine. It went up to 300 horsepower. The XKR supercharged version is even more powerful. It started with 370 horsepower when it was first released, and with the 2002 facelift it then increased to 400 horsepower, which is, in my mind, absolutely, utterly bonkers. This standard XK8 version, this is a very early one. It's nice and comfortable and compliant. It's really sort of a grand tourable of an out-and-out sports car. You can sort of hear the engine, but you know, I'm under sort of quite modest throttle, and we're doing quite sort of low speed at the moment, so we won't hear it too much. But hopefully we'll get onto a slightly faster road, and then we can see what she will do a little bit better. But I need to be careful with my right foot because I want to go faster, but I can't because I shall end up in prison, and then there won't be any more reviews. So I better be careful. It's got a little bit of firmness to the ride. The XKR and then the very late special edition XKR-S were much firmer than this. But this is the way that I would like this car, particularly as I'm surrounded by a beige leather interior with wood. And as you all know by now, I do like a nice beige leather interior. Right, viewers, we're doing this at pub car park, which is unusual, but I got offered this car at very short notice, and I couldn't refuse to go in it. So here we are, the Lockheath Classic Car Club bi-monthly event, and this lovely 1997 XK8. So this one's in really nice condition. I just spoke to Martin, who owns this, and he paid just over £5,000 for this car at some point last year. So they are out there for under £5,000. This is a really nice one. There is a little tiny bit of rust on this car, but it's not at all serious. The shape of this is just wonderful, obviously evoking the E-Type, and handily there is an E-Type just there for reference, but obviously in a more modern kind of shape. We've got sort of some Ford influence. I mean, straight away we've got this key, which is off a Mark IV Fiesta. Ooh, Lotus Cortina and a Land Plus 2. Wonderful. Anyway, yes, Ford influence is actually in quite a few places. So open the door. See, the keyhole is even like a Ford one. I've got some Ford electric window switches, and electric memory seats on a right-hand handbrake. Obviously it's an automatic, you don't need to use the handbrake all the time, and Martin and I agree about that. Obviously I've got an automatic car myself and I don't always use it. but very, very nice. A beige leather interior. I don't mind if I do, viewers. I think we've achieved our aim in life. It feels like when you sit in this car that you really have achieved something in life, because it is very, very nice. Carbon carbon stereo in this one. Heated seats and all sorts of other things. You could get even more equipment than this car has. Let's try not to trip over the seat belt. That would be bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, that was bad. Oh dear. Oh, viewers. Mr. Manning from the Matty's Cars channel is going to be laughing at me at this very moment. Let's try to put the seat back, because I've not got a lot of headroom in here. Oh dear. Total and abject failure. That's not very good, is it, viewers? Yeah, I'm going to get out of here quite soon. It's not very good. What weird thing is that that's not actually leather. Obviously, the rest of it is. Only 2 seats in the back of here. Let me out. I don't like it in here. It's not good, viewers. I think the place to be is in the front. Seated right in front of a massive slab of wood. That was terrible, viewers. Yeah. Don't get in the back unless you are extremely short. Let's get in the front. That's better, isn't it? Look at this. Cruise control, climate control, heated seats, traction control, lots and lots and lots of wood. Look at the amount of wood in this car. Beige leather interior with wood. My day has just got significantly better, viewers. This gear knob's just been replaced. I've got the 5-speed ZF automatic in this, well, there's no manual available in any X100 XK. Dials are nice and purposeful. Driving position is very good. You sit quite a long way back in the car, and it's a very sort of E-Type-esque kind of view. Appropriate enough, we've got a whole load of classic minis in front of us as well, so that's good, viewers. I like it. The fuel flap release, and hold on a second, view. Sorry about that, viewers. A lady in a mini convertible just drove straight into space next to me and threatened to take the door off. There's space right there she could have gone into, but never mind. We shall continue. So yeah, fuel flap release is there. There is the release for the boot as well. Let's have a look at the glove box and see if my secret mission documents have any chance of getting in there. I don't know, it's going to be tight. We'll have to look at that. I just realised we've got no door pockets whatsoever. We've got absolutely none. Oh dear. This is sort of unravelling slightly for me, viewers. Can't get in the back, no door pockets, but we do have some cup holders, which obviously for the American market, even in the 1990s, was really, really important. We open this up? Yes. Okay, we've got bits in here. Sort of makes up for it. What's this area here? Ooh. Oh, that's very handy. Look at that. We've got a cigarette lighter that's an adapter put in for USB. That's very practical. And we got, I think that's cruise control there for turning it on and off. Yeah, it is. And back to the sport mode. Don't know if we're going to be trying that sport mode, viewers, but you never know, do you? Oh, viewers, what a joy it is to be sitting in one of these cars with a beige leather interior, and knowing that this car costs just over £5,000. It means possibly, you know, this is an affordable way into luxury sports car motoring. Although, really, I'd say this is more of a Grand Tourer than an out-and-out sports car. I would say that. There we go. Even the mirror's quite interesting. Okay, let's pull this up and have a look in the glove box. There we go. No, it's all unravelling, viewers. Ah! Tell you what, let's have a look at the engine and maybe my trauma will be lessened by a peek under the bonnet. Opens a bit like an XJS bonnet, I suppose, viewers. E-Type was a bit different, of course. So it's a 4 litre V8 engine developing 290 horsepower. Later ones had a 4.2. It doesn't actually look that bad to work on. They are chain driven, these engines, and I've heard actually they're not that bad. They're reasonably reliable units. Looks a bit tight though for certain things, but there we go. It's nice and original, this. Look at all these little stickers that are down here on the strut top mounts and things like that. It's actually been quite well cared for, this car. And yeah, very, very tasty in terms of power. Right, let's have a look at the boot actually as well. So the figure of the boot capacity in one of these is recorded as between 307 and 327 litres. That is actually quite a wide opening for a car like this. Behind here, if I can let this out, that's actually a 6-disc CD changer, which was a factory option. Toolkit is just in there, and then there we go. We've also got a space of spare. I don't think it's ever been on the car either. So yeah, quite practical. I don't know which elements of this car that still remain from the XJS that it's kind of based on sort of remain, but you know, maybe various bits do. Let's not lock the keys in the boot. Be a bad idea. Right, I think it's time to go out for another drive, viewers. Tasty. So the 0 to 60 time of this car, even though this is the most basic one that they made, is 6.7 seconds. The convertible, for some reason, probably due to the fact that it's heavier, is I think something like 7 seconds. But I mean, you could get much faster than that if you wanted to. So I should be reining in my right foot here, and it's going fast, viewers. There we go. We're at the speed limit. All top speeds in the X100 series of XKs were limited to 155 miles an hour. So you can have some fun on the autobahn up to an extent, but they decided to, for some reason, be in line with a lot of the German manufacturers and actually use benchmarks. I think people like BMW and Mercedes also did at the time. Brakes are good. It's quite a wide car, this, so I'm a little bit sort of concerned at trying to thread it through gaps a little bit too narrow. But I am enjoying myself an awful lot. It feels like I've sort of really made it, even though I know that these cars are not actually that expensive. This one cost us over £5,000 last year, and it's got a tiny bit of rust on it, but you can't really see it. That is actually the main area to watch for on these cars, is rust. Like a lot of 1990s British cars, that's sort of their undoing, really. Right, let's go a bit faster. That's the speed limit, viewers. I think I'd better be careful. Let's just slow down a bit. Yes. How can you have this much fun with this little money? I mean, obviously the maintenance isn't going to be very good. I mean, looking at the trip computer here, and it says the average fuel economy figure in this car, obviously Martin probably likes to enjoy himself in it too, is 18.7. That's not very good, viewers. I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. It could be a V12 XJS, in which case it would be worse. But it's not great. Steering is actually pretty good. It's a bit like the XJ saloons of the time. It's quite light. There is some feel to it, which is where Jaguar, I think, tend to set their cars up at the time. I even like the indicator noise. I think it's sort of been engineered into the car. One thing I would fit if this car were mine would be some parking sensors, because the rear visibility is, it's not non-existent, but it's just not particularly good, which is fine. I mean, it's a GT car. You don't really need that sort of thing, do you? But we've got enough space to put some bags in there and just drive down to the south of France and cruise down the Croisette in Cannes. The air conditioning's just been fixed in this, so maybe that's what Martin's planning to do. I don't know. Certainly, if it were me, the kind of thing I'd want to do. I think I prefer this coupe version to the convertible. I just imagine the convertible would have a bit more compromise in terms of the boot space, and also not the same structural rigidity in this. But yeah, you know, it's not maybe the sort of young man's car, this particularly, but now I'm over 40, perhaps that doesn't really matter anymore. Let's look at some limited edition X100 XKs whilst we're at it. First would be the XKR Silverstone, which was made in 2000, based on the pre-facelift XK8. Then there was a second phase as well, which was based on a 2001 model. They all bought in 2000, but for some reason there were kind of some differences. XKR 100 made in 2002, which would make it again sort of around the time of the first facelift. SKR Portfolio, which is convertible only, and then the XKR 4.2S. So it's after the second facelift in 2004, and it's based on normal XKR, new exterior and interior colours, 20-inch alloy wheels, firmer springs and dampers, and anti-roll bars. So yes, I think the standard XK8 coupe and convertible were just that really, which is fine. This is the one I prefer. I've also sort of discovered that this is the classic interior. There was a sport interior, but the classic one had more wood and leather, and that's exactly what we like on this channel. So to sum up, should you buy one of these cars for your hard-earned budget up to £5,000 as a sensible second-hand classic? Well, I mean, you could do. Your running costs might be quite high. Obviously, classic insurance probably covers a lot of these now, so that's something. But you're not going to be able to run this on the sort of same sort of budget as a Mark I Focus. Just bear that in mind. And it's not the most practical car I've ever driven, but when it looks and it sounds and it goes like this, maybe that doesn't matter to you. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below. Thank you to Martin for lending me this car at extremely short notice, and we shall see you again soon for some more of the reasonably priced nostalgic motoring.